the breakthrough deal to pause the brutal and the calamitous 7-week-long war that has dragged on in the Gaza Strip has now come to a pause. It is a humanitarian pause and not a ceasefire, as it is understood in the broader sense of the term. Now, all of this has happened due to mediation efforts by Qatar, and this is the first pause in this ongoing Israel-Hamas war. It is aimed at facilitating the release of about at least 50 Israeli hostages who are at this moment in the custody of Hamas. In exchange for this, the Israelis have agreed to release 150 Palestinians, many of them under the age of 18. They're effectively children who've been held in Israeli prisons for many years. Now, the 4-day temporary ceasefire in the Gaza Strip started at 7 a.m. local time. In Gaza, the Israeli armored vehicles, including tanks, are now reported to be moving out of the Gaza Strip. These are some of the images that have come in of these Israeli tanks who flattened large parts of northern Gaza, who are now pulling out of the territory. And later in the day today, Israel will be releasing about 39 Palestinians, including 24 women and 15 children in the West Bank, in exchange for 13 hostages who will be freed from the Gaza Strip by Hamas. The hostages will be handed over to the Red Cross Society in Israel. Now, hundreds of Gazans are now returning again to the northern part of the Gaza Strip after the temporary ceasefire was announced. The Israeli army has dropped leaflets warning them not to return, as North Gaza still remains one of the key areas of Israel's ground offensive. This is an Israeli tactic that they are continuing to use. Meanwhile, fuel and aid trucks have started to trickle into the Palestinian territory through the Rafah border crossing. The Israeli Defense Force claims that it has allowed 4 tankers of fuel and 4 tankers of cooking gas to enter into the Gaza Strip. But considering that this is a requirement for 2.3 million Palestinian civilians, this amount of fuel and gas is a drop in the ocean. The displaced Gazans have also begun to head back to their homes that have been bombed to smithereens by the Israelis. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.